So Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram and Threads. Anybody out there use Threads? Well, they're going to go through a fact-checking overhaul, according to Mark Zuckerberg, who announced last week that fact-checking, the way that it's been done for the last, 8 or so years, is being replaced. In fact, ironically, it's being replaced by community notes. Gee, wonder where he got that from. Maybe Elon, who owns X, possibly. So, to little or no surprise, once Mark Zuckerberg came out and said, you know what? The recent elections feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech, and that he even came out and admitted that, fact checkers are too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, particularly here in the United States. Well, those fact checkers, bye-bye. They're being replaced. Now, I do have some issues with community notes, especially community notes on X. And the issues I have, I'm just going to briefly say, is people that are able to do community notes, stop using community notes where you can actually reply to someone's thread, and also stop using Wikipedia as a source. Wikipedia is trash. It's not a source. But I digress. So, now that Mark Zuckerberg's come out and said, you know what? We're changing up how we're doing the fact checking. Well, over at Vox, they say the danger of Meta's big fact checking changes. Mark Zuckerberg's efforts to cozy up to Trump have concerning consequences. With less than 2 weeks before the new Trump administration takes office, Meta chief Mark Zuckerberg announced a sweeping set of policy changes that will do away with fact checkers on the company's platforms and reduce restrictions on the posts its users can share. In other words, he's opening it up to, free speech, the realm of ideas, the realm of opinions. Of course, I'll believe it once I see it because I don't trust Mark Zuckerberg one iota. Zuckerberg said the changes are meant to address political bias and curtail censorship, echoing arguments that President-elect Donald Trump and his supporters have long made about the platform. And this proves again that Donald Trump was right. He wasn't wrong. In lieu of fact checkers, Facebook will employ a community notes model just like the one used on X. As it operates on X, community notes allow users to add context and corrections to other people's posts. Those studies show it can be slower and cover different subjects than professional fact-checking. Zuckerberg said the site would relax its policies for moderating posts and allow more content on issues including immigration and gender instead of taking them down. Well, that on the face, that sounds good. Good for him to catch up with what a lot of us have been saying for the last 8 years. But not everybody's happy about that. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle slam Mark Zuckerberg over harmful Meta change, allowing more abuse. Oh, please, spare me. They just don't like differing opinions. If you don't march in lockstep with their opinion, then you're part of the misinformation crowd or disinformation crowd, or you're promoting hate speech. I got news for you, people. There's no such thing as hate speech. There's only speech. And as far as differing opinions being misinformation or disinformation, do your own research. That's all I got to say is do your own research. If you think that I'm wrong about something that I say when I share my opinion, or anyone else for that matter, do your own research. Look it up. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have taken aim at Mark Zuckerberg following Meta's latest move to scrap fact-checking on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex blasted the company's latest policy changes and condemned the social media mogul for bidding farewell to the long-standing fact-checking program these platforms have used in previous years. It doesn't matter where your views are left, right, or somewhere in between. The latest news from Meta about changes to their policies directly undermines free speech. How? How does that undermine free speech? Opening up to a community notes type system is actually encouraging more free speech. You've got it backwards, you twits. That's what you are. You're a couple of twits. The couple said in a statement published on their Archwell website, "This should deeply concern us all." Contrary to the company's talking points allowing more abuse and normalizing hate speech, again, no such thing as hate speech, there's only speech, serves to silence speech and expression, not foster it, the pair went on, calling it a harmful setback. So allowing more people to share their opinion and participate in the realm of ideas is harmful. Really. In an already confusing and in many instances intentionally disruptive information environment, Meta has shown their words and commitments have very little meaning or integrity. Well, I'll agree with them there. The duo, who are parents to Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, said Zuckerberg's latest move can have substantial global implications, particularly for those still recovering or actively suffering from the negative effects of social media. Really? What? Meta's fact-checking program was initially introduced to combat the spread of misinformation on its platforms. Zuckerberg justified the decision to scrap it as part of a broader strategy to embrace free expression, describing the 2024 election as a cultural tipping point that necessitated the change. "It's time to get back to our roots of free expression," Zuckerberg said in his announcement. Now, I'm just going to fast forward here to the comments because a lot of these people have it spot on. I guess people are too lazy to fact check reliable resources to prove or disprove someone's post. Shake my head. Princess Catherine is thanking those who helped her in her cancer battle and comforting those who are in the battle right now. These two perpetual whiners just do not want the truth written about them. The BRF must be so glad these two are gone, that being the British royal family. Every time you think they can't be more irrelevant or ignorant, they ask you to hold their wine glass. "Oh, run for the politic position, Meg. Fill your need for power this way." Zuck looks like he's morphing into Richard Simmons. Oh. I'm not even going to get into anything about Israel on this post because this is about Meta and community notes. "These two should learn to keep their mouths shut and be thought a fool than to open it and let it be known. Ignore these two." I saw this comment earlier. Classic left type comment. Any speech not approved by them and that fits whatever they are trying to sell is automatically considered mis or disinformation and should be eliminated. Isn't there something about free speech that allows all speech and let us do our own research and decide that which is or is not accurate? Yeah, it's called the First Amendment. Now, I get it. I understand platforms have owners, and owners of the platforms have the right to allow or disallow speech on their platform. I get it. But if you are a true First Amendment absolutist, you will allow all speech on your platform, and you will allow discussion to happen in the sharing of ideas and opinions. That's my opinion. Now, last article I want to pull up here, and this one, Mark Zuckerberg says ending fact checks will curb censorship. Fact checkers say he's wrong. Can't make this stuff up, folks. So what do you guys think of Mark Zuckerberg's change in policy for Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and going to a community notes style version of fact checking similar to what's being done over at X. Comment down below. While you're at it, please take the time to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Share this video out there with your friends and family. And with that, I will see you guys later.